Hi everyone, this is Kirk Davis at Green River Community College. I'm here with Mike Gerlitz from Paychex. I've been very impressed with Mike. I've known Mike in a very strange way for about 3 years now. We've been communicating by email and he's been asking to come over and see me, and I've been telling him I'm too busy, and so today we finally connected, and I'm very pleased to have Mike tell you a little bit about Paychex, what he does, and who he is. Now you're from here locally, right?
I am, yeah. I'm born and raised in Seattle, live in Snoqualmie, and our office is right here in Renton, so nice and close.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Paychex offers some great services for businesses.
We do.
Tell us about it.
Well, Paychex has been around since 1971, and we have over 575,000 clients in the U.S. we do payroll for. We offer not just payroll, but tax filings, direct deposit. We also offer 401k, health and benefits as well. Our average client typically is about 14 to 15 employees nationally. But here in Seattle, it's even a little bit smaller. It's about 3 to 4 employees, and 90% of our clientele is 1 to 50 employees. So we can handle the small 1-employee company up to maybe the 50 to 200 employee company as well.
Also, I was very impressed that you have insurance benefits and things for small business owners.
We do, yeah. We offer individual benefits for even sole proprietors or LLC, just officer-only kind of things. Additionally, we can deal with companies that have 15 to 200 employees with health and benefits as well. And the beauty of that is it can be fully integrated back in with the payroll, because if you're familiar with health insurance, and if you have health insurance over here and your payroll here, there's 4 or 5 different links in the get that stuff to be integrated. Whereas with Paychex, we can integrate it all together, and it's been probably our most, revenue-producing division over the last couple of years or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me that the Paychex has local reps where some of your competitors don't even have local reps here.
Correct. Yeah, we've seen our major competitor has taken some of their reps and moved them off to the East Coast, whereas Paychex, we have a lot of tenured reps here. I personally have been here for almost 12 years.
I'm very impressed by that, by the way, because I was a banker before, and most of the reps, I didn't even see them for 3 or 6 months, and it was somebody new. So I'm very impressed you've been here for 12 years.
Yeah, it's a good company to work for. It's a good industry to be in. And Paychex, there's really only 2 companies out there that do this. We have kind of the 1 to 50 employee market, and there's other competitors that have larger markets, but they've moved some of their reps to other parts of the country. Whereas Paychex, we have individual reps, and we always like to meet with people face to face, because as we were talking about, in this day and age, still people like to have that face to face interaction. We do a lot of internet presence as well, but we do most of the interactions face to face, just because a lot of companies want to have us explore with them what's involved in payroll, what's involved in
setting
taxes,
it up, and
what we can do, getting tax ID numbers, getting unemployment, LMI, all of the.
But for growing companies, you even help refer them off to some HR services and help them with their employee manual and.
Correct. Yeah. As our companies grow, we can grow with them on the H&B side, like we already discussed, and then 401k if they want to integrate 401k. We don't do financial advising when it comes to that, but we do the actual 401k third-party administration. There's not a lot of companies that do that. They can work with any fund family they desire to work with, but Paychex keeps it all integrated with the payroll, and we're the third-party administrator. Additionally, as they grow, they're looking for employee handbooks. They're looking for things that be integrated back in the payroll. As your maybe startup companies hire a few employees, once they get to 10 to 12 employees, a lot of things change in terms of HR compliance.
Yeah.
And we can get involved in that and, again, integrate it fully back with the payroll with local processing here in Renton, local sales reps, and local partnerships as well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the complications. We were talking about L&I, that you're able to help them with L&I payments. And
yeah, in fact, we're the only national filer that actually, or national payroll company that actually prepares and files LMI return. I mean, it's a fairly easy return to do, as I'm sure you know, but it is a 30-year quarterly returns, and L&I and unemployment have been stepping up their audits about 20 to 25% lately. So
they're pretty unforgiving if you screw that up.
They pretty much are, yeah. And we see a lot of companies that have gone maybe with somebody else, realize the LMI return isn't filed, come back to Paychex, and we're able to file that return for them and take care of any penalties they might have had too.
Yeah, now, so I wanted to share this with everybody, just in case you guys are ready to simplify. Working with Paychex just makes your payroll simple, and as you heard it, integrates it with everything else. This could be something that could lift a burden off your staff or a burden off of you, and keep things simple, clean, and in compliance with all the government regulations.
Correct. I mean, that's the big thing we see is, we've had a trend over the last couple of years of people that have been doing the payroll in-house, but they realize there's so many other things to go along with the payroll, such as making all the tax deposits, doing all the filings, There's a lot of liability associated with payroll, especially all the different updates that have come down the pike from the IRS in the state the last 6 months, especially the new Hire Act, the jobs bill, change in the 941, all the little things and nuances that go along with payroll.
And I don't think they pay you. I mean, they don't pay you a lot more than they would pay a staff person. So
no, I mean, in fact, the big thing we see is a lot of companies that switch over to Paychex. We had a company I'm working with, actually meeting with today to bring over. They had a bookkeeper that did the payroll, and that's all well and good, but the bookkeeper moved on fairly suddenly, left them with having to deal with all the stuff themselves. They had to go back, figure out how to work, get into Peachtree, get into QuickBooks to get all the year-to-date information. So those particular scenarios come up every now and then, and we can go in there, we balance everything back to the first of the year, we audit all the information no matter when you come over to Paychex, so all your year-end work and all your W-2s are going to be accurate back to the first as well.
Oh, very
and
nice.
That's a really unique, I guess, core competency of Paychex as well, is to be able to guarantee no matter when you switch over, we'll balance everything back to the first of the year. And additionally, as I said before, most of our clients use maybe QuickBooks or Peachtree as the main accounting system. Paychex has now, in the last couple of years, had a general ledger download where everything goes right back into the software too. So
oh, nice.
You don't have to take our numbers, manually key it back in. We send you a file, you tell us what the chart of accounts are, it's populated right back.
So it keeps it simple.
Yep.
Well,
it's all integrated there too.
I just have to tell you, Mike, that I've been very impressed. I mean, I've known about Paychex service, for a long time, and I was reluctant to refer it only because I didn't know anybody I trusted. But you've impressed the heck out of me. I think that I tell all my business owners, take it off your plate and outsource it, let somebody else do it, so you can focus on what makes you money.
Absolutely.
And so
it's an opportunity cost of doing this stuff for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what we tell business owners all the time. Is you could do it, but if you make one mistake, if you have one tax penalty, if you at the end of the year have your W-2s which don't balance to your 941s, which don't balance to your checks, you're going to get a penalty for it. And the IRS and the state are coming down on small companies.
Yeah, they are big time.
And so with Paychex, you give us the hours and earnings, you're done, it's out of your system. We take care of all the tax deposits, direct deposit for your employees, all the filings, and as your companies grow, we can grow with them in the HR scope as well.
That's what I think is beautiful.
Shop.
I love it. Hey, Mike, thank you for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to sharing this out.
Thank you.
Take care.